We're gonna do what we do. Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it not clicking in? There we go. 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 It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Night
Morning,
Riders
night
in the
rider
building. What's
in
good
the
like
building
this? Hold on now.
on
Hold on.
his job.
Hold on. Let me put this. I thought I threw the link in there earlier.
Yeah, we need a link in case anybody
Yeah,
want to join. They want
that
to talk
part.
that ish with us.
That
Yes.
part. Boop, boop. Okay, we
Yes.
should be pent in, pent in. Y'all come on over to that good old YouTube. That part. I don't know what y'all talking over here. Bring it over to YouTube. That part. Get here. YouTube. Hey, Sabrina. YouTube, darling. We in the building. Listen, it's Friday. Thank God it's
Mm-hmm.
Friday. And even more, thank God it's Good Morning Gang Friday. Feel the love Friday. That part.
Yes.
Royalty Lion in the building. Tina B. Marie's
Royalty
in
Lighter. Good morning.
the
Good morning,
yay.
Maria Reynolds.
We in the
Good
building.
morning, Night Rider.
Mrs. Ryder coming through.
Mrs. Rider to you. Good morning.
Uh-oh. Dez is in the building, or is it D, or is it
Des
both of these?
PX in
Super
the morning.
Queen
Queen
Bree
Bree
Bree. Bree
Bree,
Bree.
good morning. Good morning, gang. Happy
Listen,
Friday.
happy
Come on
Friday to
in.
me. Let me crack
Get
open
the
my
likes up.
libation. You got your libation?
Okay. I do not have libation.
What? You ain't got your coffee with you?
Nope.
It's got to be all. You got a fever? Come on, let's 99.1. Okay, get coffee
I'm,
with
I'm
you.
trying, yeah, I'm trying to go in clean. No, no additives, no preservatives. Just me.
Not even the coffee.
Not even a
What
coffee
time?
this
It's gotta be.
morning.
I
I
think somebody
know.
got a for
It's
y'all.
okay.
I think
It's okay.
somebody.
It's okay. What y'all
Sabrina.
drinking? What are you guys drinking? Good morning, Sabrina Jeffries. Good morning and happy
Oh man,
Friday. Good
757
morning.
Buzz started out on
Thank
fire.
you.
Appreciate you,
Good
homie.
morning. Thank
Top of
you.
the top. Yay.
Thank you, Des BX. Appreciate you. I got the wig out
What's going
today.
on?
Good morning, Darnell G.
Donnell G in the place to be. GMG, you know how we do it. Listen, y'all come on over here to you.
GMG.
Man, they love him. Get here. D-Lo, get here. Eastside, all y'all get here. Listen, as you come through the door, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up. Boop, boop.
Yep.
Hit that notification. Oh, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let me
Yep.
stop there. Boop, boop. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell. Bing! And you're gonna be in
Yep.
there like swimwear. Me and B Love, we're gonna take you to another level as you get ready for work. And if you rolling over on
If
some
you at
level
work,
at work, trying to work, looking for work, out of work, at home, in work, whatever you're doing.
rolling
Listen,
over from some loving. I hear that.
you feel me? Listen, it's early, it's the morning. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. And it's Friday too. And people that got paid, they
Okay.
feeling frisky. They feeling frisky. That
They
part.
like it's almost over.
That part. Let me find out, Daz,
What's
what you
up,
on this
guys?
morning? You been very complimentary this morning, Daz. What's happening?
Yeah, let him live. Thank you, Des. It's always nice to get a
Uh,
compliment.
I'm not
Shoot.
mad at you.
I'm just saying, let me get my compliment. What's the problem? What's the problem?
You
What it
feel me? No
is?
problem. No
What
problem.
it
Look, have at it.
is?
Have
Okay. Leave him alone.
at it. Y'all come on over to this good YouTube. You feel
Hit the like button.
me? Lord have mercy. It's
What y'all?
Friday and it's early.
Yes.
B
Yes.
lover, she ain't got her coffee today. I don't know
No,
what's going
I could.
on.
I would go make some, but it's okay. I'd rather be here with y'all. I get my coffee after.
All right, all right, all right.
Yes,
Listen.
yes, yes. What's going on? What's going on? It's Friday, Phil. Are you glad the
Good
weekend
fellow.
is glad the weekend is here? Feel good Friday? Are you feeling good?
Always got to. Even when I'm feeling down. Even when I'm feeling down and out, I'm feeling good. Blessed because I'm here.
Yes.
I can do this, blink my eyes, open my
You're
mouth, talk.
alive.
You know what I'm saying? Dance if
And
I
you
need.
do.
You said,
And you do.
what you talking? You the bad influence. You the one start this gangster ish. This the
Me.
image of the things I get. Hello. You
Mm-mm.
know?
Like all I do is co-sign your shit, your
Nah.
ish.
You be the instigator. A lot of times you be
I'm no, not me. I'm not an
Tracy
instigator.
T in the place to be. Good morning to ye.
JCT, good morning. Good morning. Good
Sabrina,
morning, gang.
Sabrina.
But Keisha Hall,
Listen.
Keisha Hall be giving us ish to talk about. Where you at,
Right.
Keisha?
Where you at, Keisha Hall? You know you can
Where
have
you
you a
at?
ball if your
If
assets
your
are in
accents are
order.
in order. Keisha,
Remember when that
I
song
ain't
came out?
mad at you.
It's
I ain't mad at you.
the weekly wrap up. It's Feel Good Fridays. It's all that and then some. There's a lot going on coming down the pike. I know B Love has probably had her ear tapped in and glued to you know what I'm saying, to the frequencies, finding out that what's happening, what's going on. I've been, I've been whispering to the street corners and they've been talking
What you
back, hollering like Big Phil. Listen,
what? What they saying? What they
and
saying? Them
it's a lot of
streets.
bullshittery out here. Be careful, stay
What?
woke. You know, somebody move accordingly and get out the way. You hear me?
What?
Watchmen in the building, salute, salute.
Good morning,
Listen,
Watchman. Happy
CCMP
Friday.
Capo, love brother. Hope all is well. Come on over to the YouTube channel right there. Y'all come on over to the good old YouTube right there.
AMB Capo.
Listen, I have been upgraded from Big
Mm.
Phil Speaks to Dr. Feel Good. You know what I'm saying? I have been
Oh.
the coronation was early on the pregame, and on the IG, they said you need to be called Dr. Feel Good. I said, oh, it's only right. Doctors they prescribe medicine to make you feel better or get you better. I'm Phil, who's always talking about, you feel me and feel the love. And it's good morning gang and good money gang. So you put it all together, Dr. Feel Good. You
Oh,
know?
is that what you need to get certification now and being a
You
doctor?
feel me? Listen, all
Talking
that look,
goodish.
listen, it's all that is the streets. The streets validate me. Look,
He's a street
I'm
doctor.
just
He is street.
listen.
Do
Wherever there's
not go to
love
him for
needed,
medication.
what? Wherever there's love needed, dun dun dun. I'm on the way. So no,
He got the cape.
I'm, I'm
Do it have a
chilling.
big DR on the back of it, doctor?
That part. No, no, you gotta have the BPS. The BPS instead of the
Yo,
big old
baby.
S, the BPS. You hear me? MB Capo, what's goody like the mouth?
Thank
That
you,
part, Dr.
Watchman.
Feel Good. Have you had your
Good.
medicine, ladies? No, let me stop.
Oh,
I don't want no problems. I don't
that's
want no.
tonight's show. That's
No,
tonight's
hey,
show.
let me
don't
digress.
let don't let
Let
Pretty
me
Blue get up in here.
what?
She gonna be making an appointment.
let
She
me
gonna want to
let
see the
me digress
doctor.
ASAP like Rocky. We got you, Bacardi. We got Bacardi behind the scenes. Let us do our spiel. Get into our first story. Then we'll bring you up, Bacardi. Don't go nowhere. Stay right
Yes.
there. You feel me? Y'all
Yes.
come on over to the good
Hey, in
old
there. We
YouTube.
just
Be hot.
welcoming.
Come on to YouTube. Rena. Hey,
Come
hey,
on in.
Renee. Come on over to YouTube. Cut dog. T Hustle. Y'all come on over to YouTube. Listen. What's going on with you? Y'all in that phone? What you looking at? He be back. He be back. She looking at them
I'm
text
trying to
messages.
find you already know we not worried about that. We know he'll be back. They always come
Where's you at?
back. Feel
Oh,
Good Friday. They always come back. So we not worried
oh
about him.
yeah.
We trying to get
So
these news
are you Doctor?
stories. We
Are you
trying to
Doctor B Lover? Is she Doctor B Lover?
listen. It is what it is. You got to Love yourself, honey. Love yourself. If they don't love you, you got to love yourself.
First and foremost, you and me. Listen, first and foremost, come on over to YouTube. King True was good, undefeated. Come on over. Listen,
Okay.
everything is a wonderful Friday. Listen, long as you here,
I'm trying to
got
book
your
my appointment
limbs.
with B-Love.
Even if you don't, if you're able to see us, hear us, enjoy us, you're being blessed. I mean, God woke you up one more again, as they say down south,
Yes.
one more again, and that you able to
Yes.
enjoy your day and hopefully make it a better one than even yesterday. Listen, and no matter what you're
Yes.
going through, what's going on up here, what's presenting itself to block your try to block your blessings, you gonna bob and weave and keep pushing. That
Yes,
part,
indeed. Yep.
that part.
Feel good Fridays. Exactly. That
And in the
part.
midst of that, you need a little bit. My partner, she has the exclusive rights for U.S. territories and even overseas international. She bottled it up, y'all. She got the beef grease for y'all. It got
I'm not
120
patting
of them,
that.
120 of them good minerals. Not the 99, not the 92, not the 102, but she got 120 of them good minerals that you need in your It was good,
What
y'all.
you said? What?
That part, she got it for y'all. Listen,
Put your
exclusive.
order in. Put your orders in today. Buy one, get one. 19.99.
B Hop, I
Look,
see you in the building. Salute. Listen,
757
huh?
already put his order in. I hear you.
That part. Listen, anything less will be uncivilized, uncivilized. And you getting it from the
Yes,
right spot. The right spot.
yes.
Listen. Matter of fact, let me hone. Let me let y'all see what I'm talking about.
There it is.
Ta-da!
Good morning. Good morning. I'm trying to get the VJ good. Oh my God. Lord.
From
Why?
the
First of all, Watchmen is hysterical, right? So I was watching DJ So Lovely live last night, right? And it was really, it was interesting. The question
Shout
was
out to her.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
shout out to DJ So Lovely. She was asking the question, do you want to be called a cis woman? Which is a transgender term that's out there now.
Lord.
And I don't know how that conversation kept going left and right and left and right. I joined the live. I'm thinking I'm talking to women. There's apparently a man on it. Like it just got really crazy. So Watchman is in the comments, and when I tell you he had me in stitches, he got to the point where he was like, I don't even want to watch. He was like, so anyway, what's B Love wearing? That's what I want to know. I'm like, wait a
He
minute, how
went
did
left with it up.
I in the
Yeah,
I was like,
man.
how did I get into chat? Can you guys see a live? Phil he had a piece move there, a lot in common. Phil was on. Oh wow, y'all are so
Say
funny.
what?
So happy
I don't
Friday,
know what
y'all.
she
Happy
talking about there.
Friday. Exactly. Des, what are you talking? I'm definitely trying to see if you love me. Oh Lord. We're
Be
not talking about my
love.
minerals today.
It's
Listen.
Be Love Fan Club. Listen.
Listen.
Uh, uh.
Not not today. Give me one more week and we're gonna see. 7 whole days. And I'm gonna
Oh,
be
you know this is
dead.
live, right? You know this
Yes,
is
I
live,
do.
right? Be Lover.
Listen,
Let me find
what
out.
y'all
She's,
what
she's she's breaking out of her cocoon and she's gonna be Dr. Be Love, Dr. Be
y'all
Goods. I
okay?
don't know.
Listen, 7 whole days. Not a word from you.
I don't want no parts of this. I don't want no part. Listen,
Yes, Keisha. Good morning, Keisha. I was
Keisha
just asking for
Holmes,
you, Keisha. Good
man,
morning.
listen. See Miss Ryder, and then I'm gonna be blamed for this. It's gonna be Big Phil's fault, like it normally is. I don't want no parts of whatever she talking about. Got
I'm
nothing.
grown. I'm grown. It's all me. It's all good. I could take accountability. I could jar up the beef grease if I want to. 120 minutes.
The 120, the 120, twin. Let me find out. Let me find out you trying to come out the closet a little bit, a little
Coming out
bit.
the stove closet. What closet? Wait, what closet?
The goody closet, not the alternative, but the
Oh,
goody.
okay. Yeah, I was like, no, there's no.
I think we're gonna have a special guest on Feel the Love Fridays tonight. You know what I'm talking about? I think we
Maybe
might need to have a
tune on
no, I
in.
can't say that yet. I was gonna say for the love or be love, but I can't do that yet. I can't.
Not yet. Not yet. Coming to a
Trouble.
theater, coming to a TV screen near you.
You too can have
Stay
your beef
tuned.
grease.
In
My name is B
1999.
Lava, and it's like, let me stop. Phil, you should have your own hat with your name. I do actually. I do though. I do got a Big Phil Speaks hat in it already. I do.
What? Oh yeah, that's what you do.
Be love off the market.
Oh,
Watchmen
I'm not in.
Bolo.
I'm about to be right back on.
She's about to be Amazon Fresh, y'all. Amazon Fresh.
Delivery tomorrow.
Whoa,
You get your
whoa.
package tomorrow.
Again, the words of be love
I'm
are
not
hers
reflecting.
only. Whoever's watching this, Phil it got shiggity to do with what she talking about. She grown, like she said. She
Listen,
grown.
I'm grown, so it's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
man.
All good. What's going on,
Uh-oh.
y'all? Good morning.
Uh-oh.
Good morning. What's going on with you? And be Capo.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna walk up. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna work it out. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like buttons. Get the likes up, 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 up. What y'all got going on this weekend, Phil? What you got going on this weekend? Other than coming here tonight with the beautiful Evolution Brooklyn and
That's a
doing
fact,
Feel
man.
the Love Fridays.
Feel the Love Fridays, and we might have this one right here as the featured guest. Other than that, just moving around these internet streets, not doing too much of nothing. Uh,
No games, no kid games, no
no, actually, no
basketball
basketball game.
game.
No basketball games this weekend. No tournament this weekend or whatever. So that's a good thing. Um,
Yes.
Working on some more promo stuff for this show for Field of Love Fridays and some personal stuff and some studio stuff too. I will be doing that. But other than that, it's gonna be kind of a laid back Saturday. I don't be doing much. I don't be doing much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you always say that till you doing something. That's the funny part. He ain't never doing nothing until he doing something, and then he's like,
And that's the
"Man,
thing. I don't be doing
it's nice to be
nothing.
spontaneous."
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen, to be
Mm-hmm.
able to
Hear him
do
tell it.
to be
Yes,
able to be
Keisha, you already know, girl.
what's irritating? What had happened? What
This
happened, man? Get on there.
I
Oh
had to
Lord, I
pop
don't want
out
no part of
tonight.
that conversation.
Come on
You said you.
through.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Look, hold on, hold
I
on.
cleaned the
What
whole
are
kitchen
you
and woke
doing
up.
this weekend?
Okay. How to make his ass cleaning.
What are you doing this weekend?
This weekend I'm planning on spending some time. I want to spend some time with my son, my oldest son. I like
Scared
to
to think
like
about that,
do
dog.
dates with my sons.
Oh,
No, that's what I'm doing. I like to do little dates with my sons because I like to just spend some time with them. I want to like either go to the movies with him, maybe go bowling, do a little shopping, grab
oh,
something to eat. Yeah, I gotta get my mom time in. Like I need it. I think it's funny as moms, I need it. You know what I'm saying? It just reminds me to have a bigger purpose here than just other stuff working. So why are you making that face? Yes, I do have pants on
ladies
watching.
and gentlemen, do y'all think that's what she about to be doing, or is that the cover up story? Is that the
No, there's no
cover up
cover up
story?
story. Y'all already know. I keep it 1,000.
I'm
So
messing.
listen, I was out
I'm
last
messing
night
with
at Truth Club out here in Queens. There's a club called Truth, and
you.
every
Did you see
Thursday they have
Ghost?
comedy. No, I did not see Ghost. He was not there. I did see Talent though. If y'all know Talent, the comedian, he was in the
It's
building.
just comedy.
He is hysterical. And there was a couple of other comedians there. And one of the comedians goes up to this girl and she was like, "Do you have kids?" And I'm like, "Yes." And she was like, "How many kids you have?" I said, "3." She goes, "Well, do you always do you she was like, basically saying when they get on your nerves, like, do you want to get rid of them? I was like, yeah, sometimes I give them away for free. And so she was just like, she didn't know like where to go with the next joke. And I'm like, listen, I love
It
these
caught her off
kids.
guard.
Yeah, I'm like, F these kids, like F these kids. And I know I say it, but I love them. I love my babies. They're not babies, actually. My youngest is 22. They're not babies, but I just
We
like,
always be babies in a mama's eyes for whatever reason. I'm
yeah.
50 and I'm still a baby to my mother. And I'm like,
Well,
Mama,
exactly.
hold up.
Well,
Grown
listen,
ass.
my mama was doing my laundry until I was like 45. I was like, Mom, you don't have to
What?
do my laundry, but you can if you want to, because I know you really got nothing to do and you're really good at it. She was
No.
like, she was really good at it. My
Should
mom
have
was like a
cussed you out
laundry.
like, oh yeah, never.
She loved it. Like that was my mom's obsession was doing laundry, so cleaning the house and doing laundry, looking all sexy. Oh, thank you, Des BX's wife. What's her name? What is her
D,
name?
D,
Thank you, so
D.
D. Thank
Yeah.
you, D. I appreciate that, Mama. Yes, we out here trying to get Friday started right. It was a late night and an early morning.
Early morning, huh?
Yeah, nothing like a mama's love. No beef grease involved. I brought the BGA's lady. Good morning, J Man. J Man, he stay ready. He got the suitcase ready. He's like, I could send it to you in an email. Wait, give me your
Listen,
email.
PDF with the electronic signature.
J
Ladies, look,
Man.
J Man got them for you. And
Okay, he
B
is
Love got
ready.
the physical manifestations of it. Bottled up. So
I'm jarring it up and I'm selling it. I'm getting it
God,
out
not the
there.
selling it.
Why not?
The Lord.
Why not? The
Pause.
beef grease. Yeah, it's in a jar. 120 minerals.
Campbell, come on over to this YouTube.
Put
Very
it on your
lovely.
face.
The bird shot city.
Put
Come
it
on
in
over
your
to
hair.
YouTube channel right there. Lord have mercy. It's going down in the town.
Leprechaun. No, not yet.
I just want y'all to know that all this is going on, all this Big Phil speaks has nothing to do with none of it.
No, no, it's on me. Eyes grown. Eyes
All right.
grown. Okay.
Y'all heard it right. Y'all heard it.
Grown. Grown and sexy. Okay. What y'all got going on this weekend? Let us know in the comments. What are you guys doing this weekend? Or you make sure you check in right here tonight for Phil the Love Speaks in the beautiful Evolution, Brooklyn. But let us know what you guys are getting into. We got some stories we're gonna go over. I don't know if Bacardi's still sitting in the back, but he is for
He tapped
sure welcome
out.
to come
Come back,
in.
Bacardi. Yeah, come back, Bacardi.
Come on back
He
in. Let's
probably
talk
like,
that Itches
man.
Friday. He ain't want to wait.
See, that's the
But I
bullshittery right there.
Phil is always your. Oh, see, Keisha, I'm with
See,
you. Blame,
Keisha.
blame it on him.
That's the
It's all
bullshittery.
his fault.
Unified, Peace Slim. What's goody like the mob?
Good morning,
Your co-host look
champion.
more and more beautiful each broadcast. Uh-oh.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's nice. It's nice to hear.
Let
It's
me
nice to hear
find.
when it's nice to be appreciated and it's nice to be seen. I'm about to write and hit the Reds game this evening. Really? Be
All
safe.
right, all right.
Good morning, T516 NYC.
Good
Good morning.
morning to ye.
So I don't know if y'all heard that Jerry Springer passed. Did you hear about that?
R.I.P. Jerry Springer. That's a fact. Can we get a one time for Jerry?
Yes, Jerry, Jerry,
The
Jerry.
king
First of
of
all,
madness. You hear me?
ratchetness. First of all, he
Ratchet.
is the king of ratchet. Before ratchet was even a word y'all were using, he
He
was
was
it.
that. R.I.P. Jerry Springer.
Right.
That's a
Good
fact.
morning, James Jones. I think what I find so funny is like y'all act like he was a real journalist. Like
Thank
he was not a journalist. He was
you.
he was straight
Yeah, no,
bringing the
he had his
ratchet
own lane.
to
He was his
TV.
own lane. Bacardi in the
He
building. Good morning,
definitely.
Bacardi.
Good
Yo, good morning
morning.
to the live. Good morning to the chat, man. Rest in peace, Jerry Springer and the ratchetness he
Yes.
brought to the culture.
That
Yes, he
part.
did.
He
He
paved the way for
did.
a lot of these Bammers. That's a
Oh,
fact.
Yo, man, if you hooky school, right, back in
Watchmen,
those
I don't know
days,
what you're
if
talking.
you ain't go to school, man, you was looking forward to calling out the next day after watching that show, man. It's a
For real.
fact.
You know, I think what I find interesting, what I really loved about Jerry though, he was equal opportunity ratchet. It wasn't
That's a
just black people, it wasn't just Spanish people, it was white people, like it was straight across the board
however you like it.
ratchetness.
He
He
had
was
it.
bringing women up there. Yes.
Oh, come on.
Women with my sister. And then the women would start fighting. I'm like, y'all fighting over him? Like, this is crazy.
It
And
didn't
then he
matter
Yo,
if
it
brought
it
the
was,
was gay,
KKK,
straight.
and it
It
was an
didn't matter if it was
instant
gay, straight, black,
brawl.
brown, purple, midget,
You would get
you
it.
know
tall.
what was
You
messed
would
up,
get
Phil? It was a lot of fathers on there, getting caught up with the son's girls.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be
and
sleeping with your father.
yes, yes. It was ratchet for real. And he passed away from cancer, which
Yeah.
a lot of people
79, I think. Yeah.
yeah are keeping it. They kept it so quiet, which I think is what's crazy. Like, people get sick and they put it out there to talk about the cause and let people know what it is. Just reminders to take care of yourself. But he kept it very to himself. He didn't want to burden anybody. And, listen, he just definitely brought a different angle to TV. Before there were 2,000 channels you could see, there really only used to be maybe about 20. By the time Jerry came on, it was still not a lot of channels, but you know what I'm saying? So he was something to watch. And I just want to say,
Right.
rest in peace, Jerry. I hope you ain't pulling that ratchetness up in heaven because God is shutting that all down. I wonder if he had to sign a disclaimer: no ratchetness when you get up in Jerry. This is a no
But not
ratchet.
for nothing, it was a balance, and Jerry at the end of every show actually gave that good summary that made you feel good about all the crazy shit that happened.
That's a fact. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, sure did.
yes, that's
It,
very true.
that's a
That
fact.
is
That
Is,
very
shit,
is that
true.
is that true,
that
Night
summary
Rider?
was like preaching, right? That shit was like Reverend Run in the
Yeah,
in the in the in the jacuzzi.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like that Rev
Reverend
Run
running the
moment.
jacuzzi.
Yeah, because he always gave you that Rev Run moment at the end of the show. That's a fact, the Mundo.
Yes,
But
indeed.
is that
Bacardi,
true,
what
Night
you got
Rider?
going on this weekend? Yeah, he was the mayor of Cincinnati.
I'm low. I'm low this weekend, straight with the kids, man. That's all I
That's
got to
lucky.
offer, man.
He said that's
Being
all I got.
black in New York, man, is hard, man. Police is going crazy out here trying to deal with the crisis that we got going on, and I wish that everybody would bring light to how the government set us up with all this government money, whether it was UE or the PPP loan. It was so easy. Third
Mm-hmm.
graders could file for this loan. They was getting
Mm-hmm.
caught up with thousands
Mm-hmm.
of dollars in guns in their book bag. And the city then went crazy because they let that money loose, and now it's giving police the leverage to just stop and frisk you, do all type of illegal shit, and they can't handle that because they're very young and stupid. And we going through a
Yeah,
crisis
I
in New
think
York.
I
That's
was actually bringing up an article regarding how Eric Adams is basically asking FEMA to stop busing migrants into New York City. They just brought another 1,300,
Damn.
dropped them
oh, that
off.
bad.
And I think it's kind of like it's crazy because we're a country built on immigrants. Everybody came from somewhere minus Indians. Tainos, native Indians, but everybody came from somewhere else. And now these people are in real crisis, right? They're coming
Mm-hmm.
from wherever they're coming from to look for help, but at the same time, the homelessness situation is crazy out here. The mental illness is absolutely insane in New York.
Oh,
All of it. Like you
but
can't even get on the
to
train
chime in on
without being worried about being pushed.
the mental illness, it comes back, and this is a circle in our whole community, especially the women, because in the 90s and the 80s, women sold their kids out to SSI to get that extra $800 not giving a f about what they was gonna do after, what they're gonna do with their grown up life. So it's people that relied on SSI, and it's a lot of them in our community. And they grow up and they get 18, and before they hit 18, they get a record. And if you get a felony, it takes you out the
Oh,
game.
that's I think that I don't really know. I don't know how SSI impacts mental
You
illness.
you live in
I understand
Queens,
that you can get a check for it.
but I'm saying you live in
Me?
Queens, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll just making sure you live in New York City, because, like, if you live in New York City, and not even only New York City, I'm pretty sure in DC as well. In our community, a lot of our parents made us, like, they knew that we was gonna get the money from the SSI. So some parents made their kids act retarded so they could get that extra $800.
Say what?
Of course,
Wow,
What?
I ain't
selling your
heard
kids
that.
out
All
to the
right. Well,
system.
Wow.
well, let me hold on. This topic is a little bit bigger than SSI. As somebody who, no, I'm dead serious. It's bigger than a check. The mental health situation is is bigger than an $800 check. The fact of the matter is, there's people out there legitimately sick who have mental illness and are not being treated, and nothing's being done about it. With this particular system that's in New York City, people will go to the hospital. They'll say they're crazy. They'll treat them for a couple of days, and then they'll send them about their business. There's no long term care. There's no aftercare. There's no real care. Can't nobody make you act crazy. If you crazy, you crazy. And some of
Oh
these
no.
kids, they just not wrapped too tight. They just not. So, it's bigger than that, because now past 18, we have people who are okay. So this is a true story. So last night I'm at the comedy club. Everybody's having a good time. It's not super crowded, but it's enough people in the place. The place holds about 100 people. I would say maybe there was about 50, 60 people in there, right? This kid comes in and he has on a hoodie, he has on sweats, he has on a hoodie. Now, there is security at the door. They check my bag, they frisking, you know what I'm saying? They check in to make sure people are not carrying. But this kid walks in and he's doing this. Like he's pretending like he's shooting, like he's doing this. So he walks into all the way to the back. He walks back to the front. So I go to Talent. I'm like, Talent, because he kept doing it. Like he's just sitting in the corner, and then he would just like do like this, like aim at people like with his fingers. So I'm sitting there like, oh hell no, there will not be any kind of situation where I'm paying attention now. I
Yeah.
literally was like at attention, because I'm like, we all sitting here having a good time, taking for granted that everything is okay. But there's
Mm-hmm.
real people, and we just sitting here thinking like it ain't nothing. So I go to Talent. I'm like, is that comedian? Like, is he with you? And he was like, nah. And he was, I said, cause look at him. He's looked like he was acting really strange. And so finally, it got to the point where I was just like, nothing may happen, but I was on alert. Mental illness is real. And all it is, and it ain't for a check. People are legitimately, that's why you have these shootings that are going on. You have people who are at the job, they lose their mind, they're killing their coworkers. This used to be an anomaly. Like we used to have a saying back in the day where it'd be like, you going postal, because only the postal workers would be losing their mind and shooting up the post. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? The post office. Now it's anybody. And we have to be alert. Nothing is being done to treat it. Nothing is being done about it. And that's what makes living in New York City scary. Is the mental health situation, is the fact that these migrants are coming in from everywhere. Everybody's not a good person. Everybody's not just coming here to go to work. Most are, but some have intentions. So
Well,
we're
it's
at the
something
back
called the
door.
prison pipeline, and in that prison pipeline, you're gonna have a lot of mental illness, because the prison pipeline is revolved
And
around.
any tell
It
you they
goes back to welfare, the welfare system, and taking fathers out the house, and then you don't have no fathers. They try to diagnose you with ADD, HD, or if you're disrupting the class, they're gonna put you in a special setting where the desire to learn is gonna go away. They're gonna be teaching you ABC 3, 1, 2, 3. The mental health, it starts with the prison pipeline, and it most likely starts in elementary.
that's gone
Well,
now. They don't there's something called Chat GPT right now that will write a whole paper for you. You don't have to do anything. They making us dumb Now, well, they're making these kids
Stupid
dumb now. Let
down.
me
Not
say
dumb down,
that.
but
But
stupid
remember,
down.
we're talking about two separate issues. Yeah, like they really are. You don't have to write a paper. You don't have to freaking do anything. You could pass a test just by putting in your questions into this chat GPT and it's answering it for you. Like it's very real. And I think that we as a people, as a collective, we have to start staying on top of this. Everybody's having a good old time until this dude takes a gun out and starts bucking off shots. Come on. We have to
Yeah,
be
that's crazy.
aware. And I
What
think
about
we just
security?
walk in our ignorance and bliss.
What about security?
Security was by the door, but like nobody was paying attention. Nobody was, and I'm just sitting here like nobody sees this crazy ass looking dude. Like
He could have been
he had his hoodie
autistic.
on the whole time.
He could have been
He could
artistic.
have been, but he could have been
Trying to have a good
Yeah, he could
time.
have been autistic. Maybe, but when you doing these gunshot type movements, that just triggers a whole different situation. Given the climate, what's going on with gun violence today, it could be anywhere. It's been in
Facts.
churches, it's been in
Facts.
clubs, it's been at Walmart, it's been anywhere. If they shoot you at the church, you don't think they're gonna shoot you at the club? I'm trying to get
Facts.
my key
Facts.
he on. I gotta wear my bulletproof vest to the club now. Like, come on,
And
it
then
was
look
just
at the
wild.
energy. Just can you imagine an artistic kid, a fan of drill music? Can you imagine that? Because I done seen some things on videos where you got kids crippled, they throwing up gang signs. So
Okay, Marie.
Oh yeah.
Well, listen, no, he didn't. I don't even know if that's for real or for not. But here's what I do know. I know last night we were
Oh,
standing online to
it's
the
something.
bathroom. There was the men's room and there was a ladies' room. Somebody was in the ladies' room. I don't know if somebody was trying to get it in because they were in there for like 15, 20 minutes. I was like, either
damn,
they ate something bad or there's something good going on in there. I don't know. But
basically.
I took a beeline to the men's room and I was like, and I don't want to hear ish. If y'all identifying as women and want to go into our room, I'm going into y'all room. Today I identify as men.
So you went from be loved to be dot, huh?
Be that.
I'm going. I have to
Yo,
go
but
and
to
it's
talk
going
about
down.
mental health, we got to talk about how the hospital be kidnapping people. I done heard from a few girls. They done went to the hospital for something and they got a little loud, and them people then came and took them to the crazy place, and they couldn't
Yep.
get out for 2-3 weeks. And
Yep.
once they get out, they'll never be the same because they doped them up with something or they did something to them to freak out something in their brain. And when they do that to you, you will never be the same. I see people never be the same. When they fuck
Yeah.
with you with drugs and
Yep.
shit, it fucks with your mental where you be good for 2 seconds and then you be back in the hospital. So
Yeah.
this is
I,
like,
I had a
It's a
home.
vicious cycle.
I had a homie, right? He he used to smoke or whatever. They smoke weed and they smoke what we call love boats. Some places call it sherm.
oh,
Some
wet,
talk about wet.
water.
And
Oh, yeah, yeah.
he he was in the car with his best friend and a couple other people, and he tripped out, turned around and shot his best friend and killed him. He got
Damn.
What?
locked up. He got locked up for a while, and the medicine they put him on, the Thorazine and some other stuff they put him on, he ended up getting off after like a while because of the impairedness. But
Mm-hmm.
he was never the same. He used to walk around like a zombie.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Yeah.
he lost use of his legs. He ended up
Oh wow.
passing. Young dude, some years younger than me,
Mm,
and it was sad to see him because he was so upbeat, thriving, joking. You know what I'm saying? To see him
mm-hmm.
walking around like Night of the Living Dead, just
Zombie.
like it was sad to see. You know what I'm
And now
saying?
they got something called K2. K2 then took over that spot and it's popular in our jails, in our prisons. And actually the rapper that Bobby Shmurda be with, Rowdy Rebel, when he came home,
Mm.
he admitted that he was addicted to this K2. And K2 literally, you smoking the blunt in your house, the shit will fall out your hand. You have holes in your clothes because when they smoke it, the shit's so powerful they drop the blunt while they smoking
Wow.
It
Good
had you
morning,
leaning
Candy
like you a dope.
Speed.
it.
Yo,
That's their back.
I just listen.
Dope
I
fiend.
remember when I first moved to Vegas, and I tell this story when I used to smoke weed, right, long time ago. But when I used to smoke weed before it was legal, you had to know who your connect was. And so when I moved to Vegas, there was no connect. Like I didn't know anybody to get a connect at the time. So they sell this stuff. I think it's like this K2 stuff. It's almost like
Mm.
potpourri.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
sell it in the smoke shop. It's almost like potpourri. So I'm like, all right, well, let me try this out.
Oh
It's in the
my
smoke
God, you
shop.
smoke
When
cake
I
too?
tell y'all, I legitimately felt my brain cells dying. They were like dead,
Wow.
dead, dead, dead.
Well,
It's
let's
He
like,
thank
said, I felt
thank
my
God she
brain dying,
survived.
y'all.
Thank God she survived.
yes. I
Good
said,
morning,
listen,
Candace
I
Lee.
cannot mess with any of this. And it just I think that's the thing. People don't know what they're getting. And well, everybody smokes today. My kid, my son, my boys smoke. I hate that they do, but I don't judge them for it because I did it. My whole thing with them is make sure you know what you're smoking. Make sure you know what you're getting. Because to y'all
Facts.
point, you could smoke that stuff one time and it'll turn you the hell around. You'll never be okay. You
Never.
So
know?
let me ask you, you saw the potpourri.
You gotta
What said, ooh, that looks smokable, that look good. What said, let me try that right there.
It looks no, it looked like green. It looked like green.
Oh
It was
my
packaged
God.
up in these little clear things, and I'm like, so I'm just saying it looked like potpourri because when you take it out, it's crispy like potpourri, and then
Oh,
when
she
you
really
rolling
was
it up,
smoking
it's,
this shit.
I was like, yo,
Yo. B love
I
smoking
could have
cake
went,
too. Got
I
it
could have
this
went to the
morning.
bathroom for this. You got
Your new
potpourri in the
nickname is
bathroom.
B52. B52.
Yo, Phil, they did her dirty, Phil. Come on now. They gave her the
Oh
cake
my
too.
gosh, that's, that's
Man,
right, Candace. You gotta buy
lucky.
drugs responsibly.
So, yo, B love, did you finish the whole blunt?
I did not. I did not. I did not. I'm telling you, I felt my brain cells dying off. I was just like, I just lost probably my home memory from my 80s. There goes this up. There goes the earth. There goes the
Damn.
70s. I
That
don't remember.
man.
Yo.
It was crazy. But I think, to go back to the mental illness thing, I think there's so many things that impact that, from trauma, but then there's legitimate people who have imbalances
Yep.
that really need to be treated. And I think because
Chemical imbalance.
it's a guessing game for doctors, right? They got to
Mhm.
find the right formula to keep you human, but still keep you from hurting yourself or anybody else. And it's just not happening, especially it's just not happening when we talk about a war on drugs. I'm like, we need to have a war on mental illness because it is really
Yeah, because yo, when
taking
we say
over
community, there's no such thing. And our people,
anymore.
if you go back
Not no more.
generations to
Yeah,
our
not no more.
ancestry, then you know that it's no community because it's no tribal. Nobody know each other. You don't know your next door neighbor. You don't know
I say it
nothing.
all
We
the
have
time.
to get back to knowing each other and caring about each other because that brings more morals into the more empathy into it. So
Right.
without knowing your neighbor, how can you call it a community?
That part. That's a
Well,
fact.
here's the struggle with that. What I'm finding is that Des, you're killing me right now, but it was real. It was very real. It was okay.
Damn
Out the
it.
window.
That part.
Thank God we had videos like that. I'd have been a TikTok sensation, y'all.
Yo, that part.
I would have been a
Yo,
whole TikTok sensation.
that's a fact.
But when you talk about community, I think what the problem with that today is that I was just watching something on TikTok because I do fall down that rabbit hole sometimes, where there was this lady, this little boy. He had to be like maybe 2 or 3, and he's like, "Shut the f up, shut the f up, B." And the person recording it, he was talking to his mom. The person recording it was laughing, and
Wow.
I'm just saying to
Man,
myself, these are the
man.
same women. When your son approaches me and tries to curse me out, and I commence to whipping that behind, you're gonna say
Mhm.
you're gonna want to fight me. You're gonna want to fight me because you created this monster, and now you don't want nobody to touch. Don't touch my kids. Don't say
Yeah.
nothing to my kids. Community is about being able to take what other people are saying and be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You right. Or how do we pull this together? I need to care about your kid, and you need to care about your kid and allow me to do it. People don't
Yep.
want to do that anymore. People don't
Man,
want this. Don't say nothing to me. Don't. Could people letting their kids run all over the airplane? Man, listen. If you don't sit your little
your
self
ass
down
down.
Mhm.
in the
That
seat
part.
But we not
until
gonna
we
act
get
like
where
them
we
same
going.
people that says that ain't the same people that be in the welfare office or be over there yelling and screaming and they out of control and their kids is out of control. These are
Yeah.
specific people in our community that we could just tell by their demeanor they don't give a fuck.
But these are what's being handed down generationally, because it didn't
LP.
just start. It's been handed down generationally. So when you talk about the lack of community, these are the same people now who don't want to talk about tradition. Oh my God, tradition's a bad word today. God
Hmm.
forbid you should teach anything that we did back in the days. I don't want what that got to do with me.
Yep.
Everything.
No, it start with the women because we gotta take
I
notice
can say.
to the
And
incarceration levels, and it's not that much men left that's actually doing something and got jobs and trying to take care of the kids. It's hard. It's hard out here. It's not enough men, and the women is scrambling because if y'all do find a man, most likely he got another family or something.
You got to
well,
understand.
go ahead.
I'm sorry. You got to understand that mental illness is like a gumbo in a lot of instances of things that have been passed down through DNA, chemical imbalances, drug use,
Hmm.
incest, because there were times where there
Trauma.
was a lot more people
Hmm.
sleeping with family members, et cetera, et cetera. Whether it goes back to slavery, the master
Right.
sleeping with this one, et
Right.
cetera. So there's a lot of things play a part in in a lot of mental illnesses. Not all. I'm not gonna say all, but in a lot of them. And as like say, I'm just gonna use this for a hypothetical. Like say me and B Love got together, right? And we had kids. What? No, no. Listen, hear me out. Don't hear me out. See where I'm going.
We listening. We listening.
Whatever's whatever's coming down the pike, pause through my DNA from past traumas, any drug usage from my people in my lineage, any uh incesses in my lineage, mix that with whatever's going on with B Love's DNA, whatever's passed down, whether it be drug use, incest, etc., and you put
Mm,
Mental
that
illness.
together.
Hmm.
When you put that together, and the child that you create has in its DNA the possibility of showing forth anything along those two heritages, two timelines, two DNA strands that come together, and it can be a ticking time bomb. It can be something that can show itself immediately. It can be
mm,
something that show itself later in life, or it could bypass that child and go into that child's child and
mm.
manifest that way.
Hmm.
So, all the jokes aside, think about what I'm saying. Look,
Now,
Bacardi
Listen,
came up.
we watch autism become this big thing in America, which in our generation was not as big as it is now. So, how do
right.
we explain that? Is that coming from drugs? Is that coming from
Drugs,
people
a
having
lot of it,
kids that are old their age? What is it?
I'm
a
blaming it
lot.
all on Tylenol. I just want y'all to know that's why they got this Tylenol lawsuit. If you were pregnant and taking Tylenol, you getting a check. Why? Because we have been given so much stuff. We've ingested so much stuff that has impacted us and our kids. And oh, and let's go into these vaccinations back in the days when we were getting vaccinations and they were giving us, we didn't know what the hell they were injecting in us. We didn't know.
Right.
Autism is running through our young black boys more than
Yeah,
any race or nationality. Why is that? We
that's
can't
a
all be
fact.
messed up. We can't
That's,
all have issues. And I'm
that's a
just saying, and
fact.
I want to go back to something you said, Bacardi. There are a lot of men out here holding it down. There are a
Yeah,
lot of good men out here who know what family values are. They know what family They are on top of their kids, raising their kids. Some of them by themselves. The women have decided to go left and leaving men out here to raise these kids on their own. There are a lot of good men. The problem is we don't see them, because when we get up on the social media, we talking about the dudes who didn't do right, the ones with the second family, the one who didn't want to commit. You knew he didn't want to commit when you met him, sis. Sometimes they straight up tell you and you ignore it. You
Yep.
want to be
Ignore
the
the
one to
signs. Ignore the signs. It's a fact.
change him. And now you with 2 or 3 kids, and you mad because you're not getting what you want out of it. At the end of the day, you knew exactly what you were getting. You just ignored all the red flags. But I want to give a big up to all the men who are doing the right
Word.
thing, because there are plenty of them. And
I
we need
like
to be
that.
more represented and respectful of that, as opposed to saying there's not enough. No, there's a
And I
lot.
want to give B Love credit for
Keep
that
doing what
statement,
y'all
but
doing.
I want to give B Love credit for that statement because she still disregarded whatever going on in her personal life, still shed light to the men that deserves it, the men that's actually out here doing what they got to do.
Man, not even in my personal life. Every
Salute to
man
B
in my
Love.
life
Salute
is
to B
doing
Love.
what they need
No,
to
I'm just
do.
saying. I
Okay,
thought
every
she was
every
throwing
I
man
through
in
just
my
saw the
something.
life
look on
is
her
doing
face.
what
I was
they
like,
need
I
to
thought
do.
she was going
I'm like,
through something
what?
today. I didn't want to touch on that. I didn't really touch on it, but it seemed like you was going through something like that scene in Boomerang where she said, "Love should have brought your ass home last night."
No,
You talking about the beginning of the show?
I went to the
That's
whole
why I made
7
the
whole
face.
days.
I was like, mm.
No. I am so thankful. I will share this, and this is for our ladies. We talk about Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up soon, y'all. It's right around the corner. How everybody goes all out for Mother's Day, as they should. Women bring life into the world. There's no competition there. And how men don't get the same Father's Day kudos. I have phenomenal men in my life. My father is a phenomenal man. He taught me how to be a woman. Any mistakes that I made, it was because I wanted to make them, not because he didn't teach me, not because I didn't know. When it comes to the men that I have children with, phenomenal. Listen, I got Supermans with capes on. That's all I'm gonna say. So that's
Uh,
not my issue.
You got
Now,
so
Superman with capes on.
I
Superman
got a
with
couple.
capes.
I got
What?
a couple. I was in a
Oh,
situation the other
Sound like
day.
Lil Mo out here.
Listen, I was in a situation the other day. The battery of my car died. I had a rental. Battery on the car died. I called my ex-husband. I was right around the corner from his house. I'm like, hey, can you come give me
what
a
you doing
boost?
over there?
He was like, no problem. He came with his
A
girlfriend.
boost.
Him and Cheryl came and they gave me a boost. Okay, we talk about family love. Family love. No pause.
Look, have at it. Look.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But
we gotta
my
we
nigga,
have to talk about those great things.
but yo, Dr. Umar talk about mental health and how the school system played that ADD, HD stuff because there was no way that you can diagnose somebody with that, and they created that for a money scheme because you get more money for people that's got special needs. So
Hmm.
that's Dr. Umar whole pitch. That's Dr. Umar whole pitch to America. He's super viral and he got a lot of good information. So everybody on the live go and hit Dr. Umar up. See what we talk about because I feel like the women is selling their kids out with just letting these schools diagnose them with false things, and it can fuck up their life as an adult where they can make their own decisions. And you as a parent, your decisions for them is going to impact them as grown
Thank you,
men.
rest up.
You got to
I
understand
agree.
that.
We got a parent. We got a parent. That's what we going left. Nobody wants to parent. Y'all want to have the
You got
babies. Y'all want to do the pregnancy. Y'all want to do the baby showers. Y'all want to do all of that. And then when the kid comes out, nobody want to parent. Send them to
Yeah,
school to be parented. Nah, you
you
got a
rest.
parent.
You got
I
to
got
understand
a
that the
boost.
school the school part of it is just one part of the whole component.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It,
it's facts.
it's a bigger picture. They're trying to usurp the parental rights of parents. One, they're trying to gain and maintain a certain control over the mental aspect of your children, the physical aspect of your children, etc. They will condemn you for corporal punishment, spankings, etc.,
Yep.
etc. Will condemn you for certain ways that you parent, and I'm not talking about abuse or neglect.
Hmm.
but they want to be able to maintain control and make your children wards of the state. If you don't know what ward of being the ward of the state is, look it up.
Mm.
The way that the educational system is operating and moving with our children is setting your kids up to be indentured servants as well as possible future offenders. Not in all cases, let's be clear,
Yeah.
but it's setting our children up for failure. So, as parents, as extended parents, grandparents, aunties, and uncles, and concerned people in the neighborhood, we should make sure that our kids are very well educated, that we look out for our children, that we raise them to be leaders and not followers. Yes, everybody's
Yep.
not going to be the head of CEO of a Fortune 500 company. Everybody's not going to have their own business. But if you raise them with the mentality to want at least know and understand what it means to have the option to do a trade or run your own business, et cetera, to open a book, take a look, read in Rainbow, to educate yourself beyond the garbage that the school system is teaching you,
Yep.
we're gonna be lost. I'm not just talking about us as black people, but more importantly, us as black and brown people. But
Yep.
in general, because the way we're supposed to compete internationally with other companies, countries like
Country.
India, Japan, all these
China.
technologically companies, I mean countries, we're supposed to compete with them, but we're not learning too much of nothing to help us compete. And we're pushed into college. We're told go to college, which can be good for some people. But it teaches you debt. It teaches you, not teaches you, it actually pushes you into debt right out of school, which means you have to
Yep.
work. 9 times out of 10, you got
Yep.
to go get a job to one, what? Pay off that to get a start in life. You're starting out behind the eight ball. However, if you start off with a trade, if you start off with your own business, if you start off uh, with knowledgeably going into the workforce, you can get a better job that pays better money that can kind of boost your beginnings, your foundation for you being a better thriving human being and citizen.
Exactly. And that's
I
what
agree
they
Yep.
took out of the schools. They took the trades out of
Thank
the
you, Tina B.
schools, and,
Thank you, Tina B.
and the trades is very important. And it never came back the trades, and that's what Dr. Umar talked about.
They taking
And
them out.
yeah, they took them totally out. And it's crazy how they don't talk about being good fathers or growing up and respecting women, but they're pushing the gay agenda on our kids.
Heavily.
Well, that's the whole scary part is the fact that you're not talking about history and its accuracy. You're not talking about the things that have defined this country and the things that we need to do to change the narrative in terms or not even the narrative, but actually change what it is and what it looks like. But you want to sit here and talk to my kid about you should respect your feelings and if you feel like you identify, no, you need to mind your goddamn business. Teach this English lesson. Teach this 2 + 2 is 4. It'll never be 5. It'll always be 4. You need to teach that.
Yep.
And we as parents need to, this is where I go back to the parenting part. We need to be engaged with our kids. Our kids should be able to come to us first and be like, I feel this way, and say whatever it is you're going to say. Whether it's, okay, let's see how you feel in a year. Because I know you like this Cabbage Patch doll 3 months ago, and now 3 months later, you want Barbie. Like, kids don't have any clue what they want. They just see and they want
And
to
yeah,
be
they're
a
very
part of
visual.
They
something.
mimic,
Yeah.
they learn, they
Hmm.
watch.
And they're visual. And look at how after the pandemic, we don't see no kids going on their little dances. Back in the day, we used to have girls, they dress up in their dress, the kids dress up in their suit, and they have a little ballroom thing.
Yeah,
It
they
was a
little
thing back in the
proms, they
day.
little school dance, they daddy daughter dances. They're doing
Yeah.
all of
What
these in these
happened?
certain communities, but
Where
they're
is
not
it?
doing it exactly. And it's crazy because it's just like now she want to be is the daddy son dance. Like it's
Oh,
confusing to people, it's confusing to kids. And I think it's just a reminder that we need to be we are in charge of ourselves. As somebody, who has a kid who struggles with mental illness, it is my job as his parent. I don't care how old he is. I talk to his doctors. I make sure that I speak to anybody that I need to with regards to, he doesn't seem right today. This doesn't seem okay. I have to be on top of that. I have to make sure he gets his physical. I have to make sure he gets checked. He goes to his therapy. That's my job. And he's 32 years old. That job will never change for me. I'm his mom. It is my responsibility to make sure he's okay. We also come from a society where they're 18, you need to get out. You 18, you need to be independent. Nah. We need to be more nurturing, and we need to be on top of our parenting game. It never ends. Just so you know. Somebody asked me, when does parenting end? Never. Never.
The
Man,
fact.
who you telling?
Yeah, and
Never.
the goal is
Who
to
you
get
telling?
old. The goal is to get old because we're so disconnected that all the young people got to say to us is, "You old, you old." Ain't you
Right.
trying to get there, motherfucker? Ain't you trying to be old one day?
You want to be
They
like me,
biggest
right?
diss is, "Yo, you 30, yo, you
Right.
30, you almost 40, yo, you old, oh."
Yo.
The biggest insult is you
Understand
old.
something. Understand something. Ain't nothing new under the sun. They can try to repackage it and all that, but ain't nothing new under the sun. And the fact that I'm now 50 means I've been through some things. I've seen some things. I've experienced
Yep.
some things. Been around the block, been around the world, and yeah. Listen, you better listen.
Okay.
If you
Yep.
know what's good for you, you better pay heed. Like my kids now, before they used to be like, "Oh, Dad, you just old, you don't know that." But now they starting to respect it. Like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
get it."
Phil
You
look,
Yeah,
Phil
should.
says age.
Right.
Nobody thinks Phil 50.
Right.
listen,
Right.
understand that.
Right.
That's what's
I
up,
I'll
come
be
with
like,
Phil.
leap
experience.
your ass off the ledge. I'm trying to tell you what not to do because I've been. You think you the first one to try to sneak out? Oh, you the first one that been in love. You the first one
Yup.
who be feeling like, oh, what am I gonna? No, we've all been there. I'm like,
All
y'all
been
act like
done that.
I just stepped out of your grandma's coochie this age. Like I just got here. Hey, like they ordered. Like and y'all
Yeah.
act like I ordered y'all on Amazon. That's what I tell my kids.
But
I
you know
didn't
what it
order
is?
y'all on Amazon.
It's because we so
no,
busy working that the kids are spending too much time in school, and then when we get home, it's only a few hours before we going back to sleep. So the kids is disconnected from us, and it's your job to kind of reassure them
Reel it
that
back
no,
in. Yeah.
yeah, that no, we are here, and I've been through that, and you're gonna go through this, that, and the third, so they can feel comfortable with telling you what they're going through.
and listen,
Absolutely.
I don't sugarcoat nothing because I'm
Yeah.
like this. I'm like the world is going to treat you how it's going to treat you, and it's not going to show you no love. I said, listen, you watch out for this. You look out for this type of dude here. You da da da. You stay
Yeah.
game savvy so that you ain't naive to the bullshitgery. If you decide to give your punani twani up with somebody that you feel as though is worthy. And I tell especially my daughter or something, you are princesses in training to be queens. Conduct yourself as such, and make
Yes.
young fellas respect you as such, and don't take anything less. I said because they're gonna try their hand, they're gonna come with
Yep.
all kinds of game. I said I used to tell them, trust me, Daddy done been there and done all that. They're gonna try to come with
Right.
all kinds of game. Get your nookie cookies. Don't
Okay. They want
don't give
all
a
head all in the cookie jar.
you
All
hear
in the
me?
cookie jar.
You
and,
hear
You
and
me?
better
not
Don't
to
close
don't
say
that
that,
cookie jar, girl. Close. Snap that lid.
don't get your
You need the
nookie
one with
cookies
the
up at the
metal
dollar
thing.
store.
but yo, we gotta have a
Thank
message
you,
for the
Candace.
kids.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Candace
Candace.
B.
Yo, Phil, we gotta have a message for the kids that they did kind of survive and they do got good energy, but they still got a negative ass parent, a toxic ass
Yeah.
parent.
Yeah.
And there's
Mm,
some
Yeah.
good
a
ass
lot of
kids out here that you see them. They good,
there's
they
a lot of
polite,
that.
and the parents is straight up ratchet.
That's a
Straight
fact.
up
That is
ratchet.
a fact.
And it's sad because as New Yorkers, we
Yeah.
mind our business. We mind our business, but shout out to them kids, man.
That have
Out there.
persevered, yeah,
Yeah.
and because some deal with it, and the outcome isn't is so positive, and they're actually looking for love, and sometimes in the wrong places, in the wrong faces. But then there's those, like you said, that actually, despite what they've gone through, still have found
Still make it.
found that way to stay focused and get through it and get into what they need to get to. So yeah, shout out to them
Yep.
youngins.
Antonio
Yeah, for
Fisher.
sure. Yep.
Paggy Reek, what's goody like the mob?
Hey, Pocky Reek. Good morning. We over here
Yeah.
talking that ish. I actually want to share a story with y'all um, about the senior from New Orleans. He's actually earned $9 million in college scholarships, and the offers are still coming in. He has a 4.98 GPA and has received 125 acceptances to
Damn.
schools so far. He's
How old is
16 years old. A
he?
16-year-old from New Orleans has been offered more than $9 million in university scholarships and
Woo.
received admission offers from 125 schools and counting. Dennis Barnes, who's in his final year of high school, despite his age, applied to 200 colleges across the country beginning last August. Wherever he
Wow.
goes, Barnes plans to pursue a dual degree in computer science and criminal justice. The bright
Have
student
at
has not yet decided which college he will attend, but will announce that next Tuesday. He's now looking to break the world record for the highest amount in scholarship offers. In 2019, a female high schooler from Louisiana collected $9.4 million. My goal is to reach 10 million, told the local TV station. The high school are now working with Guinness to confirm this record. I think that it's incredible and this is what I say, determination is an MFA. When you are determined, it doesn't matter what background you come from. It don't matter what's going on in your household. It don't matter what kind of parents you have. When you are determined and driven, you are going to make it happen.
That's a
Because
fact.
we were just talking about earlier how going to college can put you in debt. Guess what? If you do it right, it doesn't have to. And this young man is an example of that. And
Mm.
That's a
so
fact.
this is what we need to be building a foundation for these kids to be determined. I want to be the best that I can be. I want to be at the top of my game.
That's a fact.
Now he
That's a
probably has no life, but I'm just saying.
you can't say that. You can't say but
Hey.
listen, the same way I gave the example of the mental illness, coming down the pipeline of the DNA, the
Mhm.
same thing happens in the reverse. The DNA structures come together, combine, and you get these little prodigies and
Genius.
geniuses and super smart children. Shout out to this young man, and hopefully he gets that
Hmm.
10 mil plus. And anybody in his neighborhood, in his city, in his state should be applauding that young man and pushing him to
Yes.
excellence, making sure he wants for nothing beyond those scholarships, that his meals
Yeah.
are good. That's the thing. I
Yep.
come from a time where like I said,
Morning, Rich.
even the hoodlum, even the drug dealer, even the
Hmm.
thug made sure that if there was a special kid in the neighborhood, that he kept his focus on the books, that he kept his
Cool.
focus on
Yeah.
Yep.
basketball, football,
That's a fact.
whatever it was,
Yep.
and they made sure that he didn't go hungry. They made sure he didn't
Mhm.
need any clothes. They made sure nobody
Yep.
messed with him. And that's what we need to do when there's special kids in our neighborhood and people that are showing promise and they are our tomorrow's future. We should look out
Yes.
for them and champion them as a village, as a whole, and
Yes.
stop looking at them side eye like
Good
why my
morning,
child ain't
RW.
like that. Da, 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 da. Just be
Facts.
thankful that somebody
Somebody made
is
it.
progressing and be glad
Right.
for 'em. Be glad for
Good
them.
good
RW,
morning,
good morning,
Dana Mac.
man.
Good morning.
Shout out to
I
them hood
agree,
people.
Phil.
Shout out to them
It-
hoodlums that people consider hoodlums that we're very respectful. If you from
That
the
he said
part.
hood
we're
and you
very
look,
respectful. Are you a
yes, yeah,
hoodlum? He said we're
yes,
very
we very
respectful.
respectful. We hold doors open for old ladies. We
That
break up
part.
Yes.
fights. We try to
That part.
mediate fights as much as possible, even though you
That
can't
part.
a lot of the times. But it's some people that we consider hoodlums. We consider block huggers that sell drugs or whatever, and they're just trying to make it. They're
And
just
they
trying to
still
make
got some morals and integrity if behind
Right.
even in the
it.
bullshittery. That's a fact.
Fact. It be the
That's
realest one to tell you, yo, hold
Yeah,
that door
for
open for
sure.
that
Shout
lady.
out to the hoodlums with
that
integrity.
part. Yeah,
Yeah,
that part. That's how we used to get down. Like, now, let me grab your bags for you. Get
yep,
out the way. Coming through. She's
yep.
trying to get into the building.
And they
The Matt,
love her.
it's a rock and it's not a rock and a hard place. It's kind of a catch 22 because yes,
The
we were
moment in
selling drugs,
evolution.
but we made sure that no other crimes happen in our neighborhood. We made
Yeah.
sure that when nobody getting our word, we made sure
Uh-huh.
that wasn't nobody getting robbed. You wasn't coming around
Right.
here with no foolishness. You gonna respect the elders. If you didn't, you gotta be down.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
yeah, a
That part.
lot.
That part.
It was a lot.
Could y'all imagine the elders now though? If the elders are women from today, and I put myself
Rich.
in that, we all independent women now. We'd be like, "Don't you ain't got to carry my groceries. I'm an independent woman.
Shit. Depends on how much groceries you got.
You ain't got to hold the door.
But
I'm
Yeah,
an
and I get it.
independent woman."
Hey, lovely ticket. I get it because in this day and age, you got to be
18.
leery. You got to be leery because
K2
a lot of
smokers.
weird people, a lot of weird people. So
Yeah.
you know you're gonna turn the side out because we're now in a place where a lot of people don't reach to open the door, that don't offer to carry your bags. That if they're trying to grab your bags, they're trying to run off with it or trying to do
Yep.
something crazy. So you do have to have a side eye, but we have to try to maintain humanness, our compassion, our sincerity, and
Empathy.
Yep.
sympathy,
Yeah.
and understand that all people aren't bad. That some people do mean us well, and sometimes take that help. Sometimes take that help. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If a man's trying to be a gentleman, let him be a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
Yes.
always because he's trying to get in your drawers or he trying to, you know what I'm saying, get your
Yeah.
phone number. Sometimes he's look. Well, I don't know, big lover. You know, you can speak to that boy. I can. But I'm just saying, maybe he's just trying to be a gentleman and do something nice for you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
there are some of us that are still around that do those things. You know what I'm talking about?
Far and few in between. Far and few
Yeah,
in
that's
between. But I
Yeah, I'm
was
wonder. I'm just
far
looking
and
at B
few in
Love,
between.
wondering how do she get into arguments. B Love seemed like she's so civil. Like she don't get into arguments. She don't ask where niggas is at. She don't call you and nag you. She
Oh
don't
no,
seem.
you be wondering where I'm at. That's the problem. I ain't calling
Oh
and asking
shit.
because I'm doing me.
Yeah, she seemed like she don't
trouble,
even call
trouble,
and nag
trouble.
you. Yeah, she just let you. She let you will out your own rope to hang yourself. She seemed like she like that.
That's yeah, you know why? I've learned the hard way that number one, you can't control us like anybody. People are going to tell you what you want to hear. And so all you got to do is let people be themselves. When you let people be themselves, you're going to see exactly who they are, exactly what you're dealing with. Even when you go out on like a first date, I'll just like to listen because I'm just like, people just tell who they are without
That part.
saying, you know what I'm saying? You just be quiet. Just watch
Gangster.
people's actions.
Observe.
Actions speak louder than words. And then after that, I'm going to move accordingly because guess what? I've seen the movie before. I've seen the movie to the point where I can word for word tell you the scene, how it's going to play out. And so it's just one of those things where I'm not stressing anything or anybody
That's because B
at
Love is
all.
a super player. She's a super player
I,
from the
Man,
hip.
I'm
super
not a
player. That's
player.
what it sounds
I
like.
From
am
the
I am not a
Sound
Himalaya.
player.
like she be
No,
right.
no,
She
Now,
like
okay, let me
no.
playing the
rephrase
field.
that. Let me rephrase that, Bacardi. She's not a player. She just crush a lot. That's
Crush
all.
your
That's
lie.
I, I'm listen.
And she don't kiss and
I'm
tell.
just
She don't kiss
me.
and tell.
No
And
kiss
she
and
real grown
tell.
with it too. She real grown with it. She'll hit you off, probably disappear on your ass. You never see her again.
Listen, and they always come back.
all.
That's how we started the show.
Let
They
me
always
find
come back.
out.
Never see your ass again.
Definitely giving
Yo.
Doctor Be Good vibes. Definitely giving Doctor Be Good vibes.
Uh-huh. Cause
Listen,
yo, look at her face. Her face is yo, as long as I get mine, I'm good. We good. We
no,
had a
I
good
think no.
time.
No, you know what's funny is that as I've gotten older, right? Because I've played into that as women. I've played into that. I don't need a man. I've played into that. You do you and I'll do me, and we meet in the middle. And then when you, as a woman, come into your womanhood, you understand who you are. Like I know that I'm not the type of person who wants to be out there. I don't want to be with a bunch of different people. I'm
That
very selective about who I let into my world. My
that part.
feelings cost, even with my friends. If I feel betrayed by a friend, like that weighs on me so heavy. And so because it costs me so much, I have to be super discerning about who I let into my world.
Facts.
Now, if you in it, it should be stress free. I should not be stressed out by a man, friends, nobody.
Facts.
The only people on this planet that have the room, and it's very little bit of room, because my daughter told her boyfriend a while ago. She was like, they call her. My daughter calls me Benny V. Her and her friends call me Benny V. She's like, let me tell you something
Benny
about Benny
V.
V. When Benny V has had her feel, she's not having it. Like, and I'm not. But I don't feel
As
like
you
I'm
should.
one of those women
As you
who
should.
I don't need a man. I want a man. Do I need a man? No, but I do want a partner. I do believe in partnership and building and growing together. If you doing you over there and I'm doing me over here, then we're not a couple. We're just two people who are, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever we're doing. Like, I'm very upfront.
But I
And
I
want to
how
was
else would
highlight.
how else would you produce the beef grease if it
right. The
was
beef grease is a formula.
But
It's a
yo, Phil,
formula.
I
patent
want to
pending?
shed
Patent
light
pending.
on how B Love is carrying herself, right? Yo, I want to shed light on how B Love is carrying herself because that's a good role model for the younger women because they feel like they got to toot their butt up for the camera to get attention, and she just sitting here regular. And all you see in the comments is I want to get it, B Love draws all this other crazy shit, and she just sitting here just regular.
Yeah.
So it just shows
She
you
used
don't
to it.
have
You know
to
what I'm
be
saying?
extra sexualized to be sexy.
So hold up, Bacardi. Hold on. Stay right there. Let me.
Yeah.
It's Feel Good Friday, right? And Feel the Love
Uh-huh.
Fridays later on. I'm sensing something. My discernment is going on. My spidey senses got my hands tingling.
Uh-huh.
Google it,
You,
beef grease.
you got a little,
Charlie.
you got a little admiration, a little affinity for be lover.
Listen, I can
Yo,
Hold on, let
appreciate
him
a
no,
man
let
who's
the brother be
who's
love.
complimentary.
I'm saying the comment section. I'm talking about yo. I'm looking at the comments like
But
everybody's
I'm
on B
asking you,
Love.
Bacardi. I'm asking
Nah,
you,
you ain't getting
brother.
me in all this mess. Hell no. I'm just taking
Okay,
notice. I'm
Phil
taking
being
notice.
real
And
messy.
I took notice
I
myself that
digress.
I like how women carry themselves like that because it brings
I
a
do too. All
mysterious,
jokes
it's
aside,
like an
I do too.
artist. It's like Ice Spice. Ice Spice is sexy, but she's not overly doing it. She's not, she's not so graphic in the lyrics. And it's
Right.
like a mystique there. Like you don't know. And that you don't know is that tradition that we had back in the day.
I'm
Those are the
with you on all.
traditional
Yeah.
values,
Yeah.
meaning that you have to guess. You cannot just see
Okay.
everything. And that's what we
Right.
missing in our communities. And that's what determines who you pick as a baby father. Well, he probably won't be a baby father if you actually had some respect for yourself.
Or a
And,
baby mama. Like, you have to be
you
super
Or
know,
baby
selective
mama.
about who you procreating with. Honestly, you can't. It can't just be with. I'm talking on both
yeah, man.
sides. They and I appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much, Bacardi. Like, I really
Mhm.
appreciate that. It's nice to be kind of just seen for what you are. People will come at you in so many different ways, whether it's my live, whether it's this live, and I'm just being me. I can't.
Mhm.
I'm never not going to be me.
That part.
So
Exactly.
um, I gotta let it go where it goes. We clown about the beef grease situation, but it's just that it's jokes. It's our morning joke. Beef grease
That
was
part.
created right
Facts.
here on Good Morning Gang with this group of people. And it's just our little inside joke. And but it's also respectful. And I'm just
That part.
grateful
Yeah,
that
that part.
we always keep it respectful
That
because
part.
I wouldn't be able to do it if we couldn't.
That
Basically.
part. And all jokes aside, um, there has to be something said, applauded, and supported in a woman that carries herself with class and dignity.
Right,
Yes.
Sullivan.
That exudes a lot more sexiness than showing all your ass and all your breasts at any moment. Yes, those things look appealing and might have you, salivating. But a real woman that carries herself with that sexiness, give you a little peek, but not too much, and carries herself, above a lot of the fray of bullshittery. That's
Hmm.
way more sexy and
Hell
appealing
yeah.
than a lot. the
It
day-to-day
make the
stuff.
sex better. It make the sex better too because your
That
mind is
part.
like, what makes the sex better?
That's funny, Bacardi.
Because a girl
Sarah
that you
Lynn,
see
you are
twerking
so
every
right.
day, when you get it, you like, damn, how many niggas have been up in this shit? How many niggas just
Oh, listen, we not even gonna talk about body counts because don't even ask. I'm like, I don't even understand why people ask that question. I'm like, really? You really expect to get the truth? Really? Just leave it alone. Like, if you have not had sex before, let's just leave it at that. If you're not a virgin, you've had sex.
basically? Because I done
RW, I
slammed
can't
a
with
lot
you.
of them in my
Did you
car.
read that?
Yo, not for nothing. I done slammed a lot in the V. First meetup, you done slammed them in the V real quick, and they done went about their business, and we never even talked again. And they ain't
Right,
gonna
That
count you
part.
as a body count. They ain't
right,
gonna count you as a body count. You done
right,
slammed it in the front seat, the back seat. Yo, they ain't telling nobody. So
right.
you
It
will
wasn't
never
in the
know a woman's
square.
real body count.
The
Yeah.
body count only counts if it's in the bedroom. Like
Yo.
anything outside of that, don't count. I'm just saying for other women. And you know what, Sarah Lynn 40, she said it true. You know, we also live in a world where women are so over sexualized. If you're not showing your body parts, if you're not out here half naked, you know what I'm saying? It's not
Yeah.
sexy. To be covered up, it's not sexy. To, you know what I'm saying? To hold yourself in a certain way and a certain esteem is not sexy. And, you know, you also, there has to be a balance too, right? There has to be a balance between being a lady, but also still being yourself. I can have conversations about beef grease and it doesn't take away from who I am as a woman. And so, you know, there has to be a balance where you can't
That
be
part.
so uptight, where you just like, oh my God, clutching your pearls. Oh my God,
Can't
beef
do that.
grease. Like,
Hey,
what are you
Bacardi.
talking? Is you
Bacardi.
can't do that.
Can you hear that on the screen? My
Oh
fault.
shit. All right. All right.
It's
My
YouTube.
bad.
Yeah.
That's so funny. You waited to that part to come on. You rolling a
Yeah.
potpourri? Like,
He's like, let me show
what's
myself now. Let me let
No,
me
no
tell you.
potpourri over here. No potpourri over here.
oh my God, that is so funny. Um, but yeah,
Yo,
you
what you
know,
were
I think
saying?
we women are being conditioned to be what we're not, which
Yeah.
is to be more masculine, which is to take on
Mm,
these masculine roles. I don't need a man. I'm
Yeah.
not submissive. Submissive is not a curse word. Submissive is a beautiful thing. To
Yo.
be able to trust yourself with someone else and let them lead you in a way that lets you know that you're going to be like, you know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. Can you give it to everybody? Absolutely not.
no, you shouldn't give it
But
to
it's
everybody.
not a bad thing.
But yo, B
Right.
That
Love, you ever see the Demon Lives on Instagram?
No. The demon lives? No. What is that?
big dollar.
Oh damn, she
They
had
be
the
twerking and all
yo
kinds of stuff on these lives.
yo. The Demon Lives on Instagram is the worst shit ever. I see everything on them Demon Lives. It's
The
really
demon
it's really crazy, and it's really the mind state of the new women coming up, because I never saw something like this where they willing to give up everything on the camera, right, Phil? They're willing to
wow.
everything. They got you literally. The phone is right there under they, you know, the booty
Wow.
pink, the Coochie O'Brien. What that blonde the girl got? Her Coochie pink,
The
her booty hole brown.
what?
Yo,
Yeah.
that's all that's going on
Or,
the
or it'd
Demon
be a lot
I'll
of
be
Lives.
right
that.
back.
That's a fact.
The Demon Lives is crazy right now. Women is
I
going
don't even like
nuts,
I don't
Phil.
even like what it sounds like, the demon lives. I don't even like the title. And it's crazy because I become so discerning with
RW,
what I even watch on Instagram now. I had to get my
you have
charger.
to. You have
Sorry.
to.
I don't even like what it sounds like, the demon lives. Like you have to even listen, I'm even conscientious of what I put in my brain, what I'm watching on Instagram, the things that I'm digesting mentally. You know what I mean? Those things are
Mhm.
important to me. I don't just want to be up here talking ish about nothing. You know, I try to make my life about something because if that's what we're doing, people listen, Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one,
Everybody
and
gone.
everybody wants to share it.
Oh,
It's
pause.
just too
Everybody
much.
want to share it. Everybody
Ah,
want to share it. I ain't never
Well, I'm
heard
just
that part of
saying.
the saying before. I
It's
ain't...
it seems like that. It seems like they do. It seems like they do. Big Phil. I'm gonna get into some of these comments. He said, I haven't seen Watchman said he hasn't seen a demon live. So y'all know about this? What's the name of the live? Demon Lives? Like that's the name of it?
No, no.
that's what we
Different
call them.
people will host them. Different people will host them, but they call them that, and they'll
Oh,
put that little purple demon emoji or whatever. Um, to
I
each
just
his
learned
own.
something new.
To each
Yo,
his own. To each his
yo,
own.
Phil is at the purple demon.
You know what I'm talking about? That little emoji. You know what I'm talking about.
He
Oh,
said
I'm just
the
saying,
purple demon.
whatever it is
the
you
purple
indulge in.
demon. I'm done. I'm done with Phil.
Am I lying? Am I lying?
Yeah, no, that's how it is. I'm saying, like,
I
yo,
can't. So it's like OnlyFans, but on Instagram.
more than
I've
OnlyFans.
never
You seeing
I've never been on
everything.
OnlyFans.
Because you might catch some people with some sexual activity too in some of them
What?
demon lives.
What?
That's the
Some of them,
fact.
all of them,
Full on,
all
full
of
on.
them.
Yeah.
What?
It's going on right now as we speak. Somebody's having sex on live.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Sarah Lynn 40 said, I was thinking yesterday about how men complain about how masculine females are now, but they're not the men volunteering to cut our grass, change a tire, etc. Exactly.
Are you willing to pay
But you
them
know what's so
niggas?
funny?
That's the
What's so
Cardi. I'm just about to say that.
Are you willing to
right?
pay them niggas? Because I know a lot of
No, not even
niggas
pay, not just
going
paying
to
them.
door, and they hope that you say yes, you can cut my grass.
But ladies, no, let's be honest. This
I
is a whole
mean,
nother conversation. But ladies, are y'all willing to accept a man
Oh
that
shit.
wants to do all those things? Will y'all allow a man into your life that's willing
so
to do all those things?
right.
Listen.
That I was just about to say that, Sarah Lynn. I think the problem is that's what I was saying earlier. We with this independent women
No, sir.
mentality have got to the point where you ain't got to cut my grass, you ain't got to change my tire. I got triple A. Like it's a mentality that we kind of adopted as independent women that has taken away our femininity. Well, to the point where it's even an issue for me. I walk through doors, and it's not that I don't want to wait for you to open the door, but I'm already here. Let me just open the door and walk through it. You want me to
No,
wait 10
what?
seconds while you come
Slow your
around the
ass
car
down.
to open
Slow
the
your
door?
ass down. Let me open that door.
But yo, not for nothing.
I'm trying. I'm working.
How people call themselves religious when they can't live in their true life? They like, meaning that God gave you power. God
Yeah.
gave you power and femininity to where you can recreate people. You reproduce, like you recreate people. It's
Right.
power in your femininity, and I think that that's
Mm.
lost because of how this new world order is set up.
Yep.
It's lost, and y'all don't respect your own power. But when y'all live in it, it's very powerful, and we're witnessing that right now on how classy Beloved is right now.
Look.
Oh, thank you so much. Phil, you
Talk
a
to him,
mess.
Hey, watching. You know I don't be watching them all no damn time. Watching. No, I don't.
Come on,
Listen,
it's power and
you
femininity, women.
can't.
It's okay to be a woman. You don't have
That
to be
part.
all
For
That
sure.
part. Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
all crazy and
Absolutely.
Yes.
argumentative, and
Yeah.
knowing once shit hit the fan. And that's so funny because when it hit the fan, women want to go back to their femininity. Once shit get real, and niggas start dropping. Oh Lord, they start screaming then.
Yeah.
I'm a girl.
But before that, they was
Right.
gangster. Fuck you, suck my dick. I'm smack you.
Oh,
Out you. Sorry.
the cousin.
But they mouth get crazy until shit hit the fan.
Yes.
Come on.
Well, hold on,
Okay,
Tiggy.
lovely Tink.
What you mean?
Tink, you
Okay,
already
lovely
know.
Tiggy, I'm not
That
doing
ass is gonna
nothing.
be lit tonight.
Hold
Yes,
on.
he is starting
What
ish.
I got to do with what Bacardi is saying to be loved? What I got to
Aw.
do with it? I'm just an innocent bystander. You know what I'm talking about? I see
Listen,
everything. I'm just
stop
here.
fueling the fire. Keisha
Okay.
Hall, listen. Keisha Hall got a good story. She said, my man does all of those things and taught the kids. He taught me how to cook when we met. I told my sons I told my sons they will never depend on a woman to do anything for them. Sometimes I like to cut the yard though. And you know what, Keisha? I
I
think that
respect
that's something
Gangster.
that right there too. I think is a little bit of an issue when we telling our men that they don't need women. No, they don't need, we don't need anybody, but we want somebody. And so, when you meet these men who are like women are disposable, my mama taught me how to cook. She taught me how to wash my own clothes. She taught me how to clean the house. It takes away a femininity of a woman because what am I doing? So
Mm-hmm.
now I'm just here. What are we doing? I could cut my own grass. You could cook your own food. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Are we
well.
going to
Facts.
reverse the roles?
Yeah.
I'll say this, right? As a single child that was raised by a mother, I learned how to do all the wash the dishes, clean the bathroom. I did the yard work. I take the trash out. I did everything under the sun. Doesn't
Right.
mean that I demean a woman or I take that I try to overshadow what a woman could do in a relationship or whatever. No,
Mm-hmm.
it just means that if I am single, I'm self sufficient in my
Facts.
singleness. But
Yeah.
when I
Yeah.
go into a relationship, and if that woman is that kind of woman that loves to do those things, you have at it.
Mm,
I'm not
right.
just like the same way we always
Right.
say, ladies, don't demote us as men. We as men can't demote women as women either, and allow each
Right.
other to be who they are. Now, in some instances, some people are fall short in certain areas, and if you
Yep.
you can pick up that slack, that helps the balance of the relationship.
Yeah.
But no, it don't matter if you was raised to learn how to do these things. Like ladies, if y'all was raised to take an engine out of a car, so what? That's cool. That's an added how
Yes.
can I
Bonus.
gift gift or bonus.
Yeah.
But at the same
Yeah.
time, that should not make you no less of a woman in that relationship to that man, and vice versa. If a man know how to cook or loves to clean or whatever the case may be, should make him no less of a man in that relationship. And y'all should be able to compliment one another and
Facts.
do this.
Right.
But it's
And not
position.
take it and
It's
not take it
positions.
personal.
Meaning,
Exactly.
That
it's a
part.
team. When you become a part of a team, it goes to sports. In sports, right? Especially football, we all got positions, and if you out of position, it could cause a tragic play. Meaning, if the cornerback, you were supposed to cover the left, you were supposed to cover the left, but you went
Yep.
to the right. Now it's a touchdown.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you
because you left
in
that
a
whole side.
team, you gotta
Right.
play your position, and if you
Right.
out
That's
of
the part.
position,
That's a
it's
that's a
not gonna
fact.
work.
That's a
Yep.
fact. Tinky,
So let
talk
me
about it.
ask y'all.
Nah, I
So let me
want
ask
that.
y'all a question. I have a question. So you said if your lady knows how to pull an engine out of a car and or she's mechanical, right?
Yeah.
Mechanic
So if y'all on
mind.
the side of the road, the car is smoking,
Mm-hmm.
right? Are you in the car while she's fixing it? Or are
Oh
you
Nah,
hell no.
outside handing her the tools?
Yeah, yeah,
nah,
yeah.
nah,
You
nah,
hand the tool. You hand
nah,
the
nah,
tool.
Like, I'm just
nah,
saying
nah, nah.
because
Like I get out and
I
pump the
know,
gas. The only time I didn't get out and pump the gas is when I was injured and I couldn't really walk or whatever. That's the only time I didn't. But other than that, I'm still that. Like, no, I'm gonna pump the gas and da 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 da. I'm that dude. So now I'm not gonna sit in the
right?
car while
Yo,
she's sitting
Phil.
there with the hood up. You know what I'm saying?
With
Up
the,
under
with
the hood,
the
With
looking
the
through the
hood up.
crack of the hood, and like
right,
this lazy
you
son of
got
a.
that.
Fucking
You
thing.
need help.
We're
So
not
yo,
doing
Why you call it AAA? Let them
you
handle it. That's
you
why
all
we
right,
got
baby? They
insurance.
on the way. They on the way.
hold on. B Love can fix an engine.
No, 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 no. We will be calling AAA. Trust. I
Oh,
do know how to change a tire, though. I do know how to change a tire,
She can get an engine revved
and
up though.
yo,
in that part. But I do not.
the
I
value was
cannot
about to
change
go
the
up,
engine.
skyrocket.
I cannot change the engine. Yeah, Sarah
Just
Lynn.
have a little thing
Charlie Hustle
crazy.
said, I'm outside the car holding the burner and taking notes. Okay.
Taking notes like a
Yeah, man.
motherfucker. Taking notes.
Look at
Evolution,
Evolution
I
Brooklyn.
prefer my man either outside the car or under it. Okay, I'm gonna need you to be under that
Voluntarily or
hood.
involuntarily. God,
Okay, acting like you know what you doing or trying
but
to.
no, that's
Be
not
like,
all
let
I'm
me
saying.
look at
He said
this.
voluntarily or involuntarily. Like you gonna get out, get your ass up. God,
Right, right. You gonna get up under that car. Do it. Do
that man.
it. Your ass in the car while fixing the engine. You're gonna be outside the car once I'm done. Okay, they're gonna hitchhike. You gonna be putting that thumb out to get home.
You going that way?
Sick is rough. No, but I think those are definitely things that can be a real turn off when it comes to women. It's just like I shouldn't have to ask. Like you should be willing to do these things. If I have to ask you to do certain things, it's just a turn off. If I have to
Yeah,
tell you how to be a man, I don't. You're not really a man that I'm interested in being in. That's just what it
that's
is.
a fact.
And
That
older
part.
societies weren't as rigid as some are now, though. In hunter-gatherer society, oh, yeah, exactly. I think the lines have gotten blurred when it comes to roles and again, and this doesn't just come from we woke up and decided I'm Miss Independent and I'm not giving up my submission. This comes with lessons that have been learned. When you're dating men who don't know how to be men, you now get into a mode of protecting yourself. And this has happened. You know what I mean? Where you with somebody who's just like they are sitting in the car while you trying to figure out what's going on under the hood. You know what I mean? You could be drowning financially and dude is sitting on the couch playing video games and you just like, yo, like it takes both of us in order for this machine to run. But when you are in those situations, or let's just keep it 1,000, there were a lot of women who didn't have men in their lives who were raised by women only, whose moms taught them, you don't need
Self.
no man, this is what you need to do to take care of yourself. And when you have that mentality, that's how you move.
I think
So,
being a man is taken out of context nowadays because it goes back to the mental health thing. Meaning we having a lot of artists or kids with autism and other birth defects, and they're gonna grow up, and as they turn 18 and hit puberty, they become men. We got to rephrase this because the thought of a man is in the new world order, colonizing mind state. Once you become a certain age, you're a man. Period. Now, are you a
mhm,
respectful man? Are you a lazy man? Are you
right,
a dumb man? Whatever the thing is, but you still a man.
right,
You're still a
right,
man. It's no
right,
way around it. And women is driving themselves crazy with this thing. And it's crazy because they in the worst mind state I ever seen in history right now. So who are you
right,
to judge?
right. Well, it's not. I don't know. It's not a matter of judging. Like it is what it is. Like you can't tell me you're a man, but you don't work. You're not self sufficient. You live in your mama's basement. To me, you're a boy in a man's body. If you're living at home with your parents, if you borrowing their car to take me out on a date, we have a problem here, Houston. This is a problem,
Yeah, that's a man
and
that
there's
you
a
should
lot.
not be involved with. You know what I'm saying? That's
Agreed.
why it's accountability. Now, if you find yourself
Agreed.
around these type of men, that means you gotta reassert it, you gotta readjust yourself and get
Reassess. Yep.
yourself around the right men because those type of men is not a good, but they're still men, but they in situations and we don't know the details of how they ended up in that situation.
And that's why I say let them
Because
talk.
it's a
Because when
lot of
you
different
do,
details locked up, felony, domestic violence. There's a lot of situations that'll put that motherfucker on the couch.
child support.
Yeah.
I tell you what though, I tell you what, you got to ask the right questions. Like, do you live with your mama? Do your mama live with you, or do you live with your mama?
Yeah,
Because you see, a little spin in words could
yeah,
change your whole. So, well, my
It
mama
mean
lived
a whole
with
lot.
me in her house. I
that's a
don't
fact.
understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mama is using my card that's in her name. You got to ask the right questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a
And I
big
think,
fact.
the other thing I think what women do a lot of is we give potential and benefit of the doubt way too much credit. we see somebody who may not have it all. They just got some, they got some good stuff about them. But to
Mhm.
your point, maybe they going through something right now. So what? I
Yep.
don't give him a shot because he's going through something right now, but he may be a really good guy. He just may not be working at this moment. He just may be down and out. Or you know what I'm saying? Do I discount him? Ladies, that is potential and benefit of the doubt. Fire them. And if you see them in the building, call security.
Ho,
Security.
ho, ho, ho,
Yo,
ho,
we
Potential
you
ho.
better praise
Ho,
him.
ho,
benefit
ho.
of
Nah,
the
You
nah,
doubt.
better
nah. We're not
praise
gonna
him.
do that. We're not gonna do that to the
Yes.
brothers. We're not gonna do
Yes.
that to the brothers. Cause suppose they was
Yes.
just nah. Suppose they was just laid off. Suppose no.
Yeah,
You gotta. I think that should be a case by case basis. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
a
There's a
fact.
difference between being
Yes.
a lazy man,
Yes.
trifling man, and somebody that just possibly just went through something out of their own control. Out of their own control.
Yo, Phil, I'm
So
about to switch it
you
up.
saying
I'm about
you
to switch
saying
it up,
brother
Phil.
who might have just got
Should you
laid
be
off?
dating? Should you be dating in those situations?
Why not?
Should you be dating? If you're laid off, if you're living on your mama's sofa, if you're
Oh, I
going
know.
to, should you
I
be
didn't say the
dating?
mama sober. I didn't say the mama sober part. I didn't say that part. I was just talking about the job
Right. I'm just
situation.
saying
I didn't
that's
say nothing about
potential.
the sober. I
That's
didn't say
benefit
about
Yo,
of
the
the
what
doubt.
about
job.
the
I
people?
just said
What
about the
Well,
job.
if you ain't got no
what
job, how
about the
you
people
paying
on
your
the same
bills? That's what I'm
level?
saying. It's good.
Because he could have had a six
All
figure
right.
job and might got a good, you know what I'm saying, nest egg sitting to the side. He just happened the corporation just folded.
Yo, be love.
Mm-hmm.
What about the
She's
people
like, yeah,
that's on the
whatever.
same level? What about the people
On
that's
the
on the
same,
same level and don't even know
I
it?
don't.
Don't even know it, meaning that look at the same woman that's saying, "Oh, well, I can't fuck with him because he live with his mom." Look at her situation. Turn around the tables. Are they at the
I
same
agree.
value? Are they at the same
I
value
agree.
if you really look at her situation and his situation? No, but women don't feel like that. Why? Because they get confronted all day. Oh, yo, mom, yo, let me get your number. Let me get your number. They feel like they the hottest thing, but when you look into their situation, you might not think the same way. You might not want to say, "Yo, mom, can I get your number?"
Right.
You might be
Well, I
like,
think, and I think that's
that.
the thing. What I find is that you find a dude. So last night at the comedy club, there was a couple there. That same lady that was asking me if I had kids got on them first, and she was like, "Y'all again? How long y'all been together?" He said 5 years. She was like, "Y'all got kids?" They said, "No, she has kids." She said, "How many kids you got?" She said 3. So I find that men will roll a woman and her kids and her situation
Come on,
before women will roll,
come on.
men in their situation. I have to
It's a
agree with that.
bias there. It's not.
There's absolutely a bias in it, but on the other hand, you got to look at the situation in its totality. I know men who are raising it, kids on their own. They don't really have a life.
Ta-da.
They
I
don't
got a
really
life.
have a life. They
I
can't
got a
really have a
life.
life. I'm not saying you in particular, but I know that there are some men who are raising their kids. They can't really they can't allow to have women into their house all the time. They just can't be the same with women.
Oh,
You can't
yeah,
have a
we're not doing
revolving
that.
door of
Yeah,
people
yeah, no,
in your
doing that.
life. You know what I'm
Yeah, I'm
saying?
not doing
Sometimes
that.
the kids take precedence over you going out on a date. If the baby got a fever, we not going out tonight. We got to
Facts.
cancel. You know what I'm saying? So it comes with
Yeah.
consideration on both sides. And that's where you got to get to know the person to really realize how much are you willing to put up with? How much are you will because everybody's dealing with something. I don't
And it's
care
not
what it
dating.
is.
That word dating is fucking up our minds. It's it's connecting. Because fuck
Mm,
dating. We live in New York City where you meet somebody going on the train or on the bus and y'all might be
mm-hmm.
married 2 years from there. So it's not about dating, it's more about connecting, and do y'all connect in a way where y'all can survive the arguments,
Right,
survive all the crazy stuff. This
right.
which determines on, because you can marry anybody. It just doesn't mean that you're gonna be together forever.
Are you
Right.
putting in your resume? Are you putting in your resume or something? Because
Phil,
Uh
what
let me tell you
happened?
something. Tonight,
I didn't say for
ladies and
you. I
gentlemen,
didn't say for you.
tonight,
I said
Feel the Love
don't do
Fridays, tonight, 8 o'clock.
I'm just saying.
it.
It's a wrap, Phil.
Ain't no rap.
That
No,
I didn't
no,
is
say.
yo, be
Tiki.
love.
Why you
First of
bring
all,
up
be
Lovely
the
love. We
T.
gotta
conversation?
wait a little bit. We gotta wait a good 2-3 weeks. I feel like be love before she's really on the market.
Look. See, and I wasn't even talking about be love. I was talking about
Y'all about to get me kicked out. Like y'all about to get the locks changed on a nigga.
I was talking about in general. I wasn't talking.
But Cardi, you better have a sofa for your girl. Y'all about to get me kicked out.
He said I got a king side. He said I got a king side.
You can sleep on your side. I can sleep on my
king side.
Oh my God.
The big
bad.
What? Yo,
Evolution Brooklyn, I can't help myself.
Evolution tonight. Evolution. I enjoy it. It's on. It is on tonight.
What had I
the
did?
fire. It's gonna be
You just
smoke, fire, all of that tonight.
You just said earlier. You said earlier you have to sit and observe and watch, and people tell themselves, stop sitting here observing, listening, and it sounds like I didn't say necessarily for be loved. It could be for the ladies in the house. But he, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, you be needing that shit. Yo, you be needing that shit for a relationship. To see your woman, especially, I don't know your situation, whatever, but if I saw my woman talking to somebody and building on a conversation like that, that make me want to go home and appreciate her. You know what I'm saying?
Good morning, Nick.
I hope so. Good morning, Afro Latina.
Hey, Afro Latina.
Oh my God. This Friday turned out to be just a straight up rogue type of Friday, y'all. We ain't really talk about no topics, but we talked about a lot. And I think we touched on so much. And I'm so grateful for you joining, Bacardi. You definitely brought a whole different flavor to it. You know what I mean?
Oh, you know.
Because exactly. He out here. Listen, freaky. I can't. Feel the love Friday tonight.
Don't make me get on my Jaheim shit. I got braids.
Okay.
I got braids. You heard? On my Jaheim shit, throwing some R&B music. You heard?
And he ain't rolling up no potpourri. Okay.
Oh yeah. My bad.
You good?
Yeah.
This dude is gonna change your damn life. Oh Lord, Evolution. You giving hold on? You giving a reference?
Evolution.
You giving a reference, Evolution? What you know? What you talking? What as Phil say? What you
Tinky,
talking?
I don't know what you talking, Tinky.
Tink, I'm gonna see you tonight, Tink. Okay.
I ain't in no hot seat.
Watch how heady. Yeah.
I'm chilling.
Listen, we coming up to the top of 9:50. It's 9:47, y'all. Bacardi, what you got going on this weekend? What you got going on?
I'm about to go to the gym right now. It's day 2 of the gym. You know we got to get right. The summer is right here. Day 2, bro. I haven't been to the gym in mad long. I was balling with the young dudes yesterday. I feel great. Going back.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Co-host, what you got going on this weekend?
We appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for tapping in.
Yes. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Lord, y'all gonna get me kicked out. Y'all go for real. Y'all gonna get me kicked. Y'all gonna get the locks changed.
Nope.
I'm gonna need a sofa, y'all.
I started this conversation like I ain't got nothing to do with none of this. So I'm an innocent bystander, but I see what I see. I hear what I hear.
Listen, I'm gonna see. You gonna see something. You gonna see this. Keep it up. Y'all gonna see him with an eye joint on next month.
I'll be loved. Tag me. Oh,
she got me.
What you got going on, be lover? What you got going on besides?
I got mommy son date this weekend. I'm having a little date with my son this weekend. Just pretty much that's it. I'm gonna be here tonight, 8 p.m. Freaky Fridays, Feel the Love Fridays, whatever direction it goes in. I'm gonna be here tonight for a little while for that. And y'all could catch me at LGL Real Talk on IG. I'll be on these social media streets peeking into a room or two. It gets interesting. What you up to? What you up to?
I'm chilling, staying out of the way, wanting no problems from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Tonight, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard
Right
Time. It's
here.
Feel the Love Fridays. Not your average dating show. We talk that talk, Able Shiggery, me, my lovely co-host Evolution Brooklyn. It gets hella spicy.
Yes, it
Fellas, I need
does.
y'all help because they trying to turn on me. They already starting. I ain't
Mm-mm.
nothing. I ain't did nothing but mind my business. I just peeped some things.
Mm-mm.
Asked
You
a
doing
couple
itching
questions.
again.
Now they on
You
my
do.
heels, on my bumper. You know, pause.
You.
But no,
Mm-mm.
they see me on the internet streets and somebody's live, like she said. Catch me if you just happen to buy this live. I'm at Big Phil Speaks on all platforms. Monday, Wednesday, Friday here, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. with my lovely co-host Be Love. I'm starting the show. I keep saying that, but I'm starting the show called The Daily Tap In on IG. So if you're not tapped in, make sure you're following your boy and listen, share it with somebody. I like the
Yes.
menage with the world. You know what I'm talking about? I try to bring a message, but sometimes we talk up, turn up and talk that bullshittery just to have some positive good fun. So, you know, tap in with your boy. We going places. You hear me? Ain't that right? Be lover, lover.
That's right. That's right. Make sure
Long as
you
she behaving
tapping
herself.
in. I'm always behaving myself. Always. Y'all the ones that listen. Y'all initiate beef grease and it's on and popping.
You
On
started
and
it.
popping.
Yes. Listen, I know my co-host said, she has something she has to do, so we're gonna tap it on out. Always say this before I go: smile, because you never know what it might do for somebody, including yourself, even on a day like
Yes.
today, a blessed
Yeah.
day. More importantly, love on somebody on purpose and
Purpose.
with
Yes.
purpose. Listen, because the
Mm-hmm.
world needs it now more than ever. Our communities need it now more than ever.
For
Listen,
sure.
step outside yourself. Step outside yourself and see yourself in somebody else's shoes and love on them. You hear me? And be
Yes.
loved. You behave your damn stuff. You hear me?
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday, y'all. I'll see y'all soon on these IT streets. Listen, until the next time we chop it up and have a tater tell you to that day. I holla. Damn it.